show, everyone. As all of you know, I'm very excited about my new television show starting this Saturday on Channel 7 AZTV on Saturday from 11 to noon. So we're really excited about that. And I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves. Isn't that fun? Right on the radio and on television now. It's so cool. So I'm really excited about that. But I've got a lot of newbies today, so I've got to start this show off right off the top. I am really excited about having my first guest on. I have with me Ruth Doring, and she's a professional dancer, former professional dancer, and now she's a teacher right here in Scottsdale. Listen up, everyone. This is going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what we're going to talk about today.
Yes, I was a professional dancer in New York. I was on a show called The Gary Moore Show with Carol Burnett.
How fun.
Yeah, for 5 years. It was great. And what was so great are the guests that came on every week. I mean, Julie Andrews, Robert Goulet, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington. I mean, it was just a terrific time in my life.
I bet you it was.
It was great.
I bet you it was.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Yes.
But now you're here.
Yes.
You live here in Scottsdale, and you work at a place called Dance Fusion AZ.
Yes, it's called Dance Fusion, but Dance Fusion AZ is if you want to get to see everything about the studio.
So dancefusionaz.com, that's where
Yes.
can you hear a little bit about you there too? Do they have a little something on you?
They do. Especially if you go to library, you'll see a kind of everything I've done.
She's famous, everybody. So here we go. Tell everybody today, you said that you really wanted to talk about something special, so go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Carol. It's Learn the First to Dance, and that is for bride and groom. And it's special because a first dance is very romantic at a wedding. And it should be romantic. It should be music they love. It should be something that will always stay with them. And so I think Learn the First Dance is a wonderful thing to think about when you are planning your wedding.
Absolutely. And a lot of those people don't know how to dance, and they get really nervous about it.
Yeah.
They absolutely do. You showed me a picture before you came on today, and I wanted to let you see it because you are being videotaped, so you might as well go ahead and put that up right now. So while you're videotaped right now, and absolutely a wonderful idea. Now, she's going to offer for everybody to call and get entered in to win. Actually, we're going to give everybody entered in to win a $150 value. It's a dance of your choice. So it doesn't have to be a groom, bride and groom.
Yes.
It could be maybe someone that you would really just like to learn how to dance. You've been wanting that all your life.
Or you could take a ballet class, or you could take a musical theater dance class, because I teach all those as well.
I'm in.
Good.
So my number to
Wonderful.
call here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. What we're going to do is we're going to just leave the lines open for the rest of the show. We've got a lot of giveaways that we're giving away today. So get yourself entered in to win. Again, I am going to be sharing these on some of the Facebooks that we're going to be doing later on today too. So I'll be sharing this show as well. So call in and get this. This is really cool. It's a dance of your choice. Again, the number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. So tell everybody why you chose, you're leaning towards working with brides and grooms. So by the way, anybody who knows somebody that's getting married, what a great gift to give to them before they even get married, right?
Right.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Well, I had this student, Casey, in one of my dance classes, and she was a basketball player and with her brothers, and she came to her first ballet class, and she and her mother decided they were going to do something different each month. So taking a ballet class was the different thing that they were doing. And she's a natural.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
Call in just for that. Go ahead.
She's a natural in ballet. And then she was getting married to Liam, who came from England. And so I got to teach them their first dance. And as the picture shows, it was really special for them at the wedding. And it was special for me as well, because they love doing it.
It's an absolute great idea. So maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know that you would like to call in and get. It doesn't have to be a bride and groom, but she's focusing on them. You're getting 3 lessons, by the way, 3 lessons of your choice. And that's enough to get started. So the number here is 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Would they be taking these dance classes at Dance Fusion?
They would be taking them at Dance Fusion or have another studio where they could take them. Either one.
Okay. So she even has 2 places for you to go. So again, when you're calling, the number here again is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. So where did you receive your dance training?
I started the School of American Ballet in New York with George Balanchine, and then I went into a couple of ballet companies, and then I left them and went into my television career.
What was that? I'm just starting mine.
You're doing great.
I bet you had a blast.
I did. I had a wonderful time because they liked having people with a ballet technique. And so it was easy for me to get jobs.
Okay, so now let's talk about this. You worked as a professional dancer, right?
Yes.
And you said with Carol Burnett?
Yeah, well,
on the Carol Burnett show.
No, on the Gary Moore show.
Oh,
I wasn't on the Carol Burnett show. I just met my husband at the time. They were going to California to do the Carol Burnett show, but worked with the same choreographer. His name is Ernie Flatt, and I love to mention his name because he was so great. And he did in 1 week's time what they do on Broadway. They take 6 weeks to do. He had to put a different show together every single week.
Well, let me ask you something. First of all, I want to know how old you are.
No.
Oh, my God. You're beautiful.
That's the biggest no.
But look at that. Look at you. You're absolutely
You're so
beautiful.
Sweet to say that, but I don't celebrate my birthday, and I don't count my age, and the only time I do is when I have to tell people.
But let me ask you something, though. You feel great, don't you?
I feel marvelous.
Okay, and you have been teaching for how long?
Well, I've been teaching here for only 15 years because what happened is that I left the dance profession and went to work at Neiman Marcus in the couture salon in San Francisco, so my husband and I could buy a house.
Okay.
And so
I like the story. It's great. Everybody has a story.
That's right.
So let me ask you this, too. But what kinds of forms of dance do you teach? Anything?
No, I really mostly teach ballet and musical theater.
Okay.
That's what because first of all, I was in a Broadway show called Annie Get Your Gun, which was a revival.
Well, my daughter's a major in theater. Absolutely. She's
is.
out at the barn right now.
Wonderful.
If you know what that is. But anyway, so that's been around since the 40s. So if you know it, that's
No, I wasn't in it then. I was in the revival.
Okay. So
in 68.
Let me tell you what I want to talk about.
Yes.
I want to ask you about dance today. What is it? What's the difference? Do you find that the dance today is different than before?
They're
like
so
a long
great.
time ago?
They're so great that what they can do is so phenomenal. And I just want to take this minute to tell you about Masters Ballet School.
Let's hear it.
Okay. It is, they did an educational survey about which the best schools in the world were. And number 1 was the Royal Ballet in London. Number 2 was Vaganova in Russia. Number 3 was the Paris Opera Ballet. Number 4 was Masters Ballet in Scottsdale, Arizona. Is
awesome.
that not fantastic?
So we're number 4 in the world?
In the world, Masters Ballet.
Masters Ballet here in Arizona.
Yes.
So you can check that out. I want to go back to you for just a second because we have less than a minute, okay? And I want to know how many classes does it require for like these dances where if somebody wants to give it to somebody for their wedding as a gift for the bride and groom?
I would say they should have 10 lessons.
Okay. And let me tell you something right now. I'm going to keep my lines open for everybody to keep on calling in. She's giving away 3 lessons. This is a $150 value free to you guys out there. Whether it's you, maybe you want to start dancing, maybe you pick it up again, maybe you have somebody that you know that's getting married that this would be wonderful for, or you and your bride to be or your fiance to be. Our number here is 602-277-5369 and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100.